Yo, what's good? What's happening? We here. Brand new episode of Threes from the Ring podcast. Of course, it's your boy Chris J. Got the boy Trail Sav here.
You heard?
Got the boy Tyler here. He's off camera due to sickness, but he's working through it. But either way, we all here. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Goal is still to get to 1,000. We almost at 9. So come on now. Tell your people you rock with us, G. That's the gift you can give us for the holidays. Share with your people. Tell them subscribe. Engage with the content we got on there. We got plenty of content for you guys to check out. Cam and Trail just did a new episode of Attack on Culture. They looking back at the former Game of the Years from 2014, 2015. They also, just so you know, G, please make a clip of the Smiling Friends one, because I feel like somebody's going to say, "Hey man, you wilding," but Smiling Friends.
Guess what's getting sent to you right now?
Hey,
guess what's getting sent to you right now?
I already know that's going to trigger.
You're literally about to get it. Oh, you're literally about to get the email because I forgot to send you another clip too. So my bad. But
no, that Smiling Friends, I was like, I feel them, but people are going to be mad, that's why I need is engagement. But either way, check us out on TikTok as well. UTM Clips, you tweaking media on there. And of course, follow us directly at Threes from the Ring on Twitter for all our content as well. But with that all said, let's go ahead and get into this episode. We're going to start with wrestling first because, hey, I'm definitely in my it is what it is with wrestling mode at this point. But I'm all in for the Cena shenanigans. But last night on Raw, John Cena has finally became a Grand Slam champion, which I was utterly shocked to realize, but I did realize he never did win the IC title. But he had in his last Raw at his hometown Boston, him and Dominic had a nice little quick match. Cena won the IC title, and going into Survivor Series in his final match on Saturday's night main event, he will hold the IC title potentially. Well, he also has the Raw and matches for next week as well. But it's good to see. Shout out to Cena to have this great accolade that really was the only thing he was missing in terms of his grand career is the IC title and being labeled as a Grand Slam champ, especially factoring his people who, not to say Miz ain't an all-time great, but he will be a Hall of Famer. But he isn't on Cena tier, and he's a double Grand Slam champion. Jericho, once again, great wrestler, isn't on Cena's level. Probably also a multi-time Grand Slam champion. But hey, Jericho, look, he's not in that. Jericho's in that D Wade conversation of all-time greats. We love him. He's an all-time great, but he isn't there. He isn't with Cena. He isn't with The Rock. He ain't with Stone Cold. D Wade beat LeBron. He has faced Kobe. He ain't there with them. He can't sit at the table. He can stand at the table. He can stand at the table, talk with them. It's a difference. But either way, shout out to Cena having this great moment. Shout out to him having this giving Dom this moment as well, even though it's been predicted for whatever months that this was going to occur. But I'm happy that this is happening right now as we speak. For Cena, for these literally final month that we're going to see this man as an active full-time guy. Tyler, your thoughts?
I was definitely excited to see it. Cena finish off the last check mark on his career bucket list. He got that IC title, became a Grand Slam champion. They had a solid match. Dominic tried his Guerrero antics. It didn't work. They finish was great. That was a moment. That Boston crowd deserved it. They deserved a moment like that, considering this is his last Raw in Boston. They got it out the way early too. I think that was probably the best move. Probably didn't really want everybody sitting on their hands the whole night for it. They pulled one off last night. It was fun to see.
Trail, your thoughts?
Shout out to Cena. I didn't think he was gonna do the Grand Slam champion thing, but once the retirement tour got to this leg after him losing the WWE title, I kind of saw the writing on the wall of him getting that belt, and then eventually who he go against and stuff like that. So that's really good to see. He deserves it. Do he need to be a Grand Slam champion? No. But do he deserve to be one? Yeah. And it's just great to see him cap that off towards the end of his career. And, whoever he put over, which we kind of know who he's going to put over, they're going to have a lot of weight on their shoulder to make that something. You basically going to put over the company's GOAT. You basically going to take out the company's GOAT. So what's about to happen next? They're giving you the keys to the city, basically.
Most definitely. But another fun thing, shout out to partly, I would say, self-awareness. Was them recreating that Cena meme with Rey Mysterio. Shout out to just the little self-awareness in terms of that. That is hilarious as hell that they threw that in there. Shout out to them doing it in reverse. Shout out to whoever pointed that out. But let's go ahead. We're going to talk about the Last Time Is Now tournament as well briefly. So at this point, it's still a few people who haven't even been announced as like competitors yet because it's a couple surprise entrants. But we already had Rusev and Damian Priest last night on Raw, and Shinsuke and Sheamus last night on Raw, where Rusev and Sheamus came up as victors. Shout out to them in regards to that. I think this week on SmackDown we'll get in Miz versus Jay, and LA Knight is having a surprise opponent. This week on SmackDown as well. I thought one of those surprise entrants was going to be Gunther, but it's at this point, Gunther's announced to fight Javon Evans. That man is about to slap the locks off that man. And then Solo is also getting a surprise opponent as well. Unfortunately, Solo is in this tournament, and we got to live with the consequences. And I think it's still 2 more matches to be announced for the first round itself. But just looking at this so far, like we talked about it last week, I'm all for Gunther winning. Let Gunther have that the legend killer type gimmick with him right now in terms of just retiring the mid 2000s, the 2010s GOATs. I'm all for it. Let it happen. Go for it. But also, all I know is keep Jey Uso immediately far from this tournament. With how things is looking on Raw right now, with War Games coming up, it's set up for Miz to win this match. So we can see what goes in regards to that. But the interesting thing is the surprise opponents. Any idea who y'all think some of these people might be?
Now that they got Javion Evans out the way, I don't know.
Because they just announced who was coming back.
Yeah.
If it's surprise entrance, I don't think it'll be anybody from NXT because I think you said they have 2 more actual matches they have to put together.
I believe so at the moment. That's what it's
saying. Because they said they're going to spread all 3 of these tournament matches on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So the next 2 matches that aren't announced are probably going to be NXT matches anyway. But as far as the surprise entrance, see they teased that it could be somebody that's outside of the WWE bubble. If they were to do something like that, I don't even know if I would necessarily say AAA because AAA, I think they may have mentioned AAA too, so they might be involved in one of the NXT matches.
AAA and TNA is going to be the main ones I'm looking at.
It'll probably be, I ain't going to hold you, one of them probably going to be Dolph Ziggler, and then they said one of them might be Jeff Hardy.
Okay, see, that's garbage. But 2, the big name that y'all probably missing on the TNA side is Joe Henry. It might just be him. It's perfect.
I was gonna have him pop up in the NXT match probably.
It's literally, but it's for me personally. I think the last two like surprises most likely going to be maybe Joe Henry, and then I think it's a better time to call Obafemi because he hasn't been doing anything on NXT. So
and him beating the daylights out of Solo would be great.
I think that's where he probably makes his SmackDown debut.
And I think they need. I don't think they need him, but I think he'd be a great addition to SmackDown. Obafemi started and stuff like that. Even though I think they need him on Raw more than SmackDown, but
I was just going to say, I think if it ends up being, let's say there's a scenario where it ends up being in the finals is Gunther versus Obafemi, I think that could be something that potentially leads to a Gunther Obafemi feud after the Cena after the Cena tournament is over, if that's the route that they can go. But I agree. I definitely think Joe Hendry definitely should be in there. I threw Dolph Ziggler in there just because he's had another person that's had a past with John Cena. But
some people thinking Jericho, but I don't think we see Jericho till Rumble. I think the perfect thing about Jericho coming back at the Rumble is because his theme goes perfect with the countdown of the Rumble. They do the one and then zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
I got you. Break the walls down and it'll be perfect. So I don't think we see Jericho to the Rumble. And I want to let you niggas know something. The reason I'm saying Jericho will be at the Rumble, and I've been doing this thing on the Black Otakus podcast, the Attack and Culture podcast, in which I put my Nostradamus cap on and let y'all niggas know the future, right? So I'm gonna put my cap on and let y'all know the future. The reason I'm saying 90% chance that Jericho is gonna be at that Royal Rumble is because AEW does something extremely predictable. And I'm not talking about matches. I'm not talking about title wins. I'm talking about you can tell when a nigga is leaving that company when they erase everything about you on television. We never even heard a peep of Jericho.
Low key, that learning tree stuff was gone. Like, cause who?
Bandit
Keith. Lying though.
Yeah, calling dude Bandit Keith is crazy. And
that's his name. Wait, his name not Bandit Keith?
Oh, it's Black Keith. I know. Look, that's what I'm like. Dang, what's Black dude's name? G, I feel bad.
Is it Bandit Keith?
It's not Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith was the Yu-Gi-Oh nigga.
Yes,
I'm crying.
Oh, that man Bandit Keith is crazy. But I forgot bro name. Sorry, bro. Look, my brother. I'm sorry, but see what happened.
It gotta be Bandit Keith.
It's not Bandit Keith, G. His name not Bandit Keith, bro. Hold up.
Oh, that's funny.
G, you call bro Bandit Keith. Hold on, learning tree. His name Brian Keith, G. Oh, that man Bandit Keith. But bro, yeah, bro. Now suck. Yo, he gotta change his name. Yo, if he changes,
he should change it. He might as well change it to Bandit Keith, man.
Hey,
that should be fire.
Bro, that should be his gimmick, G, is Bandit Keith, bro. And he pop up with the tool when things
don't get what he want.
Pull up with the tool. He's showing him the
I'm leaving with something.
That'd be hey, look. Tony Khan, I just gave you a perfect look. And look, bro, pay me. But anywho, yeah, anyway, Jericho probably will be a problem back because they literally have removed all mention or with him. And then even more funnier because when it occurs, it is gonna happen at Saudi because Rumble is at Saudi this year.
Forgot about that.
He left for the blood money. How dare he? I'm like, do y'all not know who Jericho is?
I'm not a Jericho fan whatsoever, but it is only right he do his retirement run with WWE. I mean, most of his history is done. So, and again, I'm not a Jericho fan whatsoever, but it's gonna do good. Jericho does good with younger talent. He unfortunately, I know people hate and think he's like a vulture to that aspect, but he does really good with younger talent to make them like, you know, seen, so to speak.
I could see him working a program with the Carmelo Hayes or somebody like that.
You know, hopefully.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes needs something, so because this men's thing about to be over, and now he is going to have to, you know, and I hate to say it, but now he's going to have to roll out his own chops, and people are going to look at him and be like, "Were we wrong about Carmelo and stuff like that?" So it's about to get spooky.
Exactly. Because at this point, you're the use for people's engagement farming on Twitter, and we're another 2 weeks from rent being due. So we'll see what happens. But that's it on the wrestling end. We're gonna go into hoops. So biggest news that occurred this morning, and all I'm gonna say is, G. This is still the craziest announcement ever. But you announced that, hey, bro getting fired at 10 a.m. by Sean, which is crazy. It's 9:15, G. Like, bro. But
it's crazy because you get the ESPN notification saying that he's going to be fired. It's like you already telling us that he's fired.
Exactly. Like Shams is
telling nigga, what if he didn't know?
Which is once again hilarious. Shams telling you getting your Sham notification like all of us on Twitter, like, oh yeah, and you see your name fired 10 a.m. Central Time.
You open up your Outlook email and you see, oh, the owner want to have a
meeting with you. It's your normal Tuesday meet.
He don't even want to have a meeting with you. He wants you to clean out your desk.
Nah, but you basically, I'm trying to play it out like he walk in his office, you pull up his little computer, say, oh man, you know, the owner and the president of basketball want to have a meeting with you. So you're like, yeah, man, let me go ahead and get this meeting on whatever it's about. They're probably about to tell me about, like, we need to make some trade scenarios and nothing. As you go into said meeting, you get a look at your phone. Mind you, it's 9:58. You look at your phone, you see Sean say, Nico Harrison is about to get fired at 10 o'clock. You're like, hey, what the heck? I know his stomach was in his butt when he got that text. Because I guarantee he didn't know it was coming. Because the nigga gave a time.
You got a time frame, bro. You kids.
Wow. Like 10 a.m. on the dot, you're done.
Hey, whoever Sean's sources is, G, whoever the Dallas one, they was waiting on this day. They was waiting. They were like, "Hey, I'm about to."
We got a message from Mark Cuban burner phone.
Probably, even though Mark Cuban don't really be there like that. That man got a time and said, "Hey, it's going to happen at this time. He's going to have a meeting with him at this time, and also it's going to be another meeting of him announcing to the media at this time." I'm like, bro, you gave the whole playbook, G. You gave the day's itinerary,
everything.
I just waiting.
I know it's sad, bro. It's sad because, again, even though I can't say it's not his fault, because Shams came out and said, you know, he came out and said on First Take, like, it wasn't the owners that wanted Luka gone. This was all him. Like, you can't even say, like, oh, this wasn't his fault. It's kind of his fault. And you know, it just happens, man. This is a profession in which you have to take chances, and you know,
it took a bad chance.
All one.
Exactly. Like it's unfortunate. Like this is look, this was an unfortunate set of events between you lost opening night, continue to lose. I think you started season 0-5. AD gets hurt. You force AD to play with a tender Achilles. And he realized, hey, look, no, sit him. Then getting your ass kicked. There's rumors that y'all was trying to rush Kyrie to come back during Thanksgiving. That immediately got shut down. You have the number one pick of this year's draft, arguably the next generational talent of this league. Force him to play point guard when he is a designated wing. And then on top of it, y'all getting your ass kicked. Y'all can't score. Y'all can't defend. And you was preaching, we're going to be a defensive-based team. You was preaching it. You doubled down on it during the offseason. You tripled down on it. And then you realize this roster construction sucks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. This low-key, I'm glad Jason Kidd isn't like in the midst of a lot of this. Because in a lot of
he gone too.
He about to be gone.
I know,
too,
but a lot of cases, the coach, he would have low-key got fired after like game 5.
I mean, Jason Kidd, I wouldn't be surprised if rumors come out and say Jason Kidd lost the locker room.
Oh yeah, that's next. I'm pretty sure that's next.
How you gonna lose the locker room and everybody fucking hurt?
Well, the thing is, even there was rumors that they were playing Marvin's Room doing shoot around.
Yeah, like it's a simple fact that the reason I say that is because you look at what they have without everybody being hurt, and you be like, dog, it's some talent here. They ain't got the worst offense in the league. They're just terribly defensively. And like, it's talent there. And it goes back, like, whoever decided to say, hey, let's make Cooper 0.4 is going to help him in the future. But as for now, winning games, no. And there should have never been, if I was Nico Harrison, after the AD situation, I would have told AD, I'm sitting you until we're able to trade you to a contender. I'm walking up to Kyrie. Kyrie, once you get healthy, we are going to try to trade you to a contender. I'm going to PJ Washington and saying the same thing. And I'll probably keep Lively because he's young and whatnot. But everybody else, I'm telling you, we are trading you, and we're just going to restart with Cooper Flag. Because it's so hard to try to develop a talent and be competitive at the same time. You don't get that all the time. It's possible.
Where he
but you don't get it all the time.
Was he came out and said, like, you got saved by getting the number one pick first and foremost. But after that, you're saying that this team is going to be eligible to compete for a championship, which in some conversations, it could have turned out like that. But just looking at the facts of the matter, your two main stars are hurt. One of your other stars is falling off the face of the earth, being Clay. It's nothing you could. It's everything that you said just wasn't feasible.
And the reason why it wasn't feasible is because who you're building the team around, on top of adding this, once again, potentially generational talent that we have here that you really was blessed with. But Kyrie, we love Kyrie here, but at the same time, Kyrie has an injury history, and he's coming off of ACL. AD, love that man, but bro, he is constantly always hurt himself. He's going to miss a month or less, maybe more, of games like throughout the entire season. Klay Thompson is washed. He was washed last year. He's having a ball with
Megan. He was washed last year with the Warriors.
He was with Dallas last year. He was washed last year. He was with Dallas.
You said the last year.
I'm saying the last year he was with the Warriors. He was washed.
Oh yeah, he was. So even then, once again, and even this year, he is worse because guess what? He is in an extremely happy relationship with Megan freaking Stallion. Shout out to you, brother. The day will be issued. But either way, that's another factor. And then Lively. I love Lively. He's been hurt the past year, off and on. So your best players are hurt. Great. Well, Clay is washed, but majority of them are good players when healthy. Your biggest concern is when healthy. You cannot be that's why I was like the Stephen A hype of saying, oh yeah, this is going to be a championship team. I got them to win the finals. How? Your best players cannot stay on the court. If they fall, you're concerned. So all you did was just put the pressure on the battery even more if this don't work out, and it's not working out.
Let me even give you something else. Say, for instance, all of them was healthy. My nigga, this team outside of AD was built for Luka Doncic. The whole team was curated for Luka Doncic's skill set.
Yep.
You got lob threats. You got
bring
shooters.
Kyrie in to be a point. You brought him in to be a 2.
Yeah, you brought Kyrie in to be a 2 and to play off ball for Luka and to play when Luka sits down. So this whole team was built around Luka Doncic. You take Luka out and insert AD, which is not a person who plays with a team like that. You know what I mean? You need way more defenders. You need way more defenders around him. You'll be a competent defense and things of that nature. And then you're going to need a point guard. AD was successful throughout his whole entire career, and it really started when he got Rondo. When he got Rondo, he flourished. He was number 3 in MVP voting. And they made the playoffs like that because he had a point guard setting the offense for him. What happened with Braun? Same exact thing. You have somebody setting the offense for him, making sure, like, hey, I'm going to get you in the spots that you needed, and when I need to take over, I'll take over or whatever. You throw him over to Dallas, you're telling him you run everything. That's just not going to happen. And AD is amazing. He's one of the greatest players of all time. But you still have to build your team around a player correctly. You don't have enough defense. You said we're going to build around defense. Then you get AD, and we learned this with the Lakers, ain't going to win off just his defense alone. You will still get work.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're making him do everything defensively. When you have prime defensive talent, like a AD, like a Gobert, like a Wemby, even I'm throwing Embiid in the conversation. You need competent defenders on the perimeter because then you're forcing them to play more closer to the rim or have to guard the wing perimeter player. And it's like, why? Why? Because you can't guard your man? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
This is the thing. It's not like as if when I bring up the Lakers, like AD was bad defensively with the Lakers. It was, okay, we know AD is right there. Let's stay away from him and cook everybody the hell else. Like, AD would have to overhelp.
Or make him guard the best perimeter player, which is inside.
Yeah, and it was bad every single time that happened. But also, let's put a pin. I want to ask y'all this. You're the new GM and you run into Dallas. And the ownership saying, I'm giving you free reins. Do what you need to do. Who are you keeping and who are you trading? Into what teams?
So I'll go first. To me, at the end of the day, you're going to get majority of your like the main keeps are Cooper Flag, of course. He's untouchable. To an extent, Lively's untouchable. To an extent. Key word here. To an extent. If I get a right offer, hey, you can go to. But my building blocks is technically Cooper Flag and Lively. Everybody else can go. First, I'm asking AD and Kyrie, where would you guys like to go? And you better not say anywhere in the great state of Texas. So, unless they about to offer me the package. But PJ Washington, I don't care where you want to go. You're out of here. Gafford, you're out of here. Those two don't have no say. but I'm going to AD and Kyrie saying, where do you guys want to go? From there, I start negotiating because either way, that's a guarantee. Kyrie at least nets you a first round pick. AD 2 first. Kyrie, somebody depending on the team, they will give you a first round for Kyrie. G.
The only team that will do that is in Texas.
And once again, if he said it, literally, you're gonna have to offer me a package. You're gonna have to. But once again, head them up, be like, hey, look, we're gonna rebuild, we're gonna restart. And I think the toughest one to trade might be Kyrie. I feel like you can find a team for AD. I feel you can outright find a team for AD and go from there. Also, Max Christie is slightly untouchable too, slightly. Mainly because that's a 3-and-D guy and he's still young and you can still do things with him. And Clay. Also, Clay has no say where he goes either. Honestly, I'm gonna see if I can buy out Clay's contract. That contract is untouchable. If one of you guys want to look at that contract, please let me know the number so I can laugh.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, but I think I forgot to even mention Clay in there, but that's just once again washed. Honestly, I say if you just want to go to Houston, honestly, do you want to go to Houston? Because if you can go there.
Clay Thompson is on a 3-year, $50 million deal.
$50 million per year or $50 million altogether?
It's like 17 a year or something like that.
That's okay. That's workable. That's an easy contract to trade. I thought it was worse. But yeah, ship Clay off somewhere. Maybe a contender. You can fleece somebody. He might be happy, but send him to Houston if you want. He can be with his lady. But overall, from there, figure out where you want to go. I think once again, AD might be Kyrie's gonna be the toughest to move, mainly because he's coming off the ACL, and his contract is freshly new as well. By the way, AD, you got him for like 2 years, and with AD it's tricky. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see that man in a Hawks uniform. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a Bulls uniform. I won't be shocked that this might be a reach here. I wouldn't be shocked to see him in the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey.
Cleveland kind of makes sense just because you can get either a Mobley or
no, I ain't trading Mobley. I'm trading Jared Allen. Bye.
But I'm saying they got,
I'm not trading Mobley.
It makes sense either way. I can see him in a Bulls jersey just because you could probably get boots for him. And maybe
in the Grizzlies. Trade him for Jared Jackson Jr. straight up. You ain't losing nothing.
Yeah.
They both play the same amount of games. Difference is he actually rebounds. And you actually need a big who will play in the paint. Other than that, like Kyrie is really tough because there's really not many teams who are in need of a point guard besides the Rockets, but he's not the point guard that the Rockets need.
I wouldn't want to see him in the Rockets.
You need
because again, he's at the point where he's pretty much playing the two.
He needs
Kyrie at his best. People look at the Kyrie situation and saying, "Oh, I don't like Kyrie with them." I think people forget that Sengun runs that offense, and you basically just gotta throw it like Jokic and play it like Jokic. And we call him Baby Joker, even though he's his own man. But Kyrie will work because now you're in a situation where it's not 5-on-4 when the Thompson twin ain't hitting his three. You actually got somebody else who can ramp up the offense. So, and they're gonna push people. And then, I'm telling you, the West goes through OKC and a little bit of Denver. My nigga, you add Kyrie to that Rockets team, they clapping the Warriors. Draymond can't handle that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like they clapping the Warriors. It will be a very tough run with the Lakers, but I think the edge goes to the Rockets because of the center. I think the center, wins that battle. And Sengun give Ayton things Ayton never seen before. Just like, unfortunately, when we watch a Denver game, this is about to get nasty, bro. But I also want to say this. If I was the GM for Dallas, me personally, I'm going in, I'm like Chris, I'm cleaning house. Like, cleaning house. Kyrie, again, like you said, I'm going to ask him, where do you want to go? Kyrie tell me.
He's on a $119 million contract, and he's making about $36 a year.
That's not impossible.
It's still he has a very easy doable. Tradable contract, but where do you want to go?
And I'm going to go. This is the one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to New York and say, do y'all want a nice, viable point guard off the bench? Or go to Brooklyn and say, hey, because Kyrie's from there. He's from Jersey.
He was just with Brooklyn. No.
So what? So what?
I'd be mad as hell.
Oh, no, he probably ain't going to go back to Brooklyn. Let me scratch that.
That's all like Brooklyn. He was just there.
That whole COVID situation. I don't want people to get
chaos there.
Yes.
Okay, let me scratch that. If I was the Dallas Mavericks and I needed to get rid of, clean house and get rid of these players to get, picks and stuff back, I would want to see what New York will want for Kyrie. Because New York needs a backup point guard because Jordan Clarkson, he ain't looking like that.
But he's not a backup point guard. He's a backup combo guard.
Who's their backup point guard then?
I don't know. And if it's been Jordan Clarkson, that's a problem. But also, you're going to start Kyrie next to Brunson, by the way.
Starting Kyrie next to Brunson, nigga, it's a layup line.
I'm not about to have a dude who makes $36 million and who also has a championship ring come off the bench either.
Hey, it's a layup line, bro. I ain't trying to see it. AD, you a bull. Just flat out. I'm not gonna hold you. AD, you a bull. I like what you said with Cleveland, though. I like what you said with Cleveland. Let's look at this. AD, if I'm the Dallas Mavericks GM and I'm trading AD, I send him to Cleveland for a couple picks and Jared Allen. Jared Allen probably going to be on an expiring contract by then. Boom. Open up some space next year. Sign the King to a minimum. Now you on the run with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, AD, and LeBron James and Bronny Jr. You're doing one more run for a championship. See, this is the thing. Bron go away. If Bron want his go home tour to be him going out with a chip, that's how you do it. You sign this vet minimum. This is either that or the Spurs, bro. You sign the vet minimum one of them teams, you go out with a championship.
You can take 10 million. You can find a way to get that man 10 million, G. You give that man 10
million. Bron, I don't think nobody ever puts Bron buttons in the meeting. My nigga, you're 41. This is your last year. What's the veteran minimum? Nigga, you getting that? We gonna hit Bronny Pocket too. Bump it. We gonna hit Bronny Pocket.
All right, then he's like,
I'm not gonna lie. It's like they kind of have to come to him in a way like that going into next season because this team's not going to get better.
A Laker, but I don't think the Lakers want.
I don't think they want that. I think they look. We'll send you to where you want to go.
I really feel like it just depends on how the season goes when he comes back. They'll be like, and then it just really depends.
I'm not all with the Bron effing his team up either. Because I think one thing that people, and I hate that we switched the Lakers, but they play good, so we don't got to ban them. The one thing I think people forget about this whole Bron situation is that last year, Bron did not stop the show between Luka and AR. Didn't stop it whatsoever. They ended up losing terribly, but he didn't stop the show. It literally was just like, you two niggas do what you do. And when you need me, I'll be there.
Pretty much. And he was still getting 20 easily.
Yeah, he was getting 20 easily. I don't think this stuff. And y'all probably go down to like 20, 22 points a game, which what he did last year. Luka's still going to have this crazy. He might not average 34, but he might average 29. Because guess what? That's what he did on the Lakers last year. So it plus this is the crazy thing about Luka not getting double teamed no more.
That too.
That's just sick on his own right.
That just opens up his game and takes a relief off his shoulders in a lot.
And the funny thing is, I think Bron is hearing people say, "You're not going to be able to play with them. They got to trade you." And I don't think Bron. I think that's uncomfortable for Bron to hear people saying it's time to trade you, so somebody can be successful. Instead of we need to trade such and such for Bron to be successful. I don't think Bron like that.
Hell
I ain't talking for the man, but that sounds disrespectful to me.
We probably wouldn't.
I'm
my
the
thing
number 2
is
player of
like,
all time. You talking about trading me?
So I think Bron is gonna come back. Like, I don't know. They might test him. So I think he's gonna come back on. And I'm not talking about mentally test. I mean, the NBA is gonna test him for steroids. I think he's gonna come back with like stuff. Because I really don't see Bron screwing that team up.
It don't make sense logically. It just, to me, it don't. Even
But
then,
I think
like
too smart of a player to screw it up. I just think long term.
You need to tell. Hold on, one thing, Tyler, and this is the one that's pissing me off. You mean to tell me Rui Hachimura puts in more work than Bron on the Lakers? That's what niggas said.
Nah,
and that's the issue. That's the problem.
You mean to tell me Jake Lavaria will be putting in more work than LeBron on that Lakers team?
That's the problem.
I think Fat 3 Podcast said it himself. Bron at 41 years old is still better than that player at its peak. Bro.
Exactly. Right. They said it this board. They said 80% Bron is some players all-star season.
Bro,
what we doing?
Exactly.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
Like, it's all fun and games, jokes and stuff is cool, but we're talking about Bron.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna use Kareem because the only player who has played this long and have success is Kareem, even though Kareem was a little walked during the regular season at his older years. Come playoff time, that man said, "I'm here." Kareem was still arguably a top 15 player then.
Timmy too. I think Tim Duncan is the. I think Tim Duncan is a good example. It's like him and
Kareem just said he got bored.
Him and Kareem, but like Tim Duncan plays so elegantly for that Spurs team towards the end. Like he literally like whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do it. And
he could have won Defensive Player of the Year those last few seasons.
He was already a great defender in his prime. And towards the end, he was like, you know what? I'm going to slow down in this offense, get like 18, 17 points a game. But ain't nobody scoring on me, bro.
People forgot he had Chris Bosh in a headlock both finals.
Bro, he had Boogie realizing that his levels to the center stuff, bro.
He did.
Like, it's man. Like, Tim Duncan hit Robert Parrish for the old heads is another one.
Robert Parrish is a poor example. That dude was tough. He was just playing for. He just like, look, I didn't want to go home to my family.
People just love having him on the team because he was going to rough somebody up for him.
You remember how in the league we had this is our mascot? Just pick Robert Parrish was the vet mascot. It was like, yeah, we just
Robert Parrish injured one of my players in one of them leagues that we had.
Don't talk about injured. I was about to beat Chris in the finals until Mike tore his AC. Nigga tore his Achilles. Nigga tore his Achilles, bro. That nigga was out. I checked. I sealed the league. That nigga was out for 2 years. Achilles, bro. Off the bone. I was so hard.
You don't understand. I was like, gee.
League was cool.
I'm like, look, it's nothing I can do. Grant Hill and Hakeem can only do so much.
Bro, that nigga was averaging like 37 points in that league. And that nigga Achilles was like, nigga, you should never did this in the regular season, Playboy. It's over with.
It's not sustainable.
That game went down to the wire and all you heard was the crowd go, oh.
Hey, you don't understand. I was like, damn, that's crazy, but I'm about to win now.
Oh, shit.
Would y'all say Karl Malone went out gracefully?
No, he went out a loser.
he technically did.
He went out a flat out loser.
He did lose. No, wait, no. I think
his peers don't respect him.
He messed his knee up in the Western Conference Finals. Some people say if Malone was healthy in the finals, they would have won. There's some people will claim that make that case, graceful enough.
Yeah.
But either way, but let's rewind this back to Nico. He screwed himself over, but it is what it is.
Wait, did you see the 520 podcast when they said that they're gonna be on the pivot and they talk about when did you know you had to pivot from Luka? I was there.
Yeah, this morning.
No, they did say that. I was like, because I was waiting, because when I was running around, I was like, I was just waiting for them to get to it, because I'm like, they're gonna talk about this live. And I'm just like, gee. Crazy.
Bro, when did you have to pivot from Luka?
They gonna ask me. I'm be mad as hell. Oh man. But Dallas, enjoy this rebuild. Also hope y'all get back in Dirk's good graces, because you guys been watching the show on Prime. That man barely wants to acknowledge them. He respects the fans more than he respects the organization. That man is like, look, man, y'all tweet. So,
that nigga been at Staples more than he been at,
That man been more supportive of Luka. G, you know how bad is that the guy who literally he did the example of when you hear on anime, hey, I sacrificed years out of my life for this game. That playoff run literally ended Dirk. Dirk was never the same after that playoff run. He gave his final 3-4 years of great basketball for a championship for you guys. And he said, I'm not rocking with what's going on there. So hopefully y'all get back in Dirk's good graces. And y'all bless y'all. That's all I can really say in regards to that. But let's move on. Let's talk about K's nasty triple-double.
All I'm gonna say is the Pistons is what, 9-2?
Yeah, they still winning games. They are 9-2.
They winning games.
Hey, underrated Kyrie trade. Pistons.
I don't like it.
I think it works. You need a second scoring option. Your second scoring option is still Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Look. Hey.
They need Malik Beasley to get off of probation.
That dude is still secretly suspended.
And he's eligible to be signed again, though.
Yeah, but nobody wants to touch it, especially with the current Fed situation. But anywho, back to Cade. So Cade had probably the most insane stat line. Let me pull it up on real quick. I should have screenshotted it. But Cade had a triple-double last night, and just putting some context to this. There was no Tobias Harris. There was no Asar Thompson, and there was another one of their top scorers who was also hurt as well.
Everybody, bro.
So they was missing a bunch of players. His second best player was Duncan Robinson, and Durant.
No, Jalen Duran cold.
No, Durant's cold, but still, like, come on, man. He creates for that man. So, but here's his stat line: in 45 minutes, he had 46 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. All sounds great till we get to this. Field goal percentage, 31.1%. 14 for 45, 2 for 11 from 3. Shout out to making 16 of his 18 free throws. Man, who?
I'm not going to give him a whole lot of flack for it, because we've seen guys just stop. Like, obviously he had to do what he had to do to stay in the game, but we've seen guys like start off kind of cold and just not be aggressive. He at least kept being aggressive.
If he would have,
it's a nasty record to break, but
if he would have made shots, he would have got 70.
Oh yeah, 45
in the game.
He would have made like 30, maybe not 30, but maybe like 25 out of like 40 something.
Yeah, I think he would have got 70, but Unfortunately, that nigga tweaking.
He once again, context. He did not have his second and third scoring options.
I mean, like, dang. You want to know what's worse though? He broke a record for missing the worst shots. I mean, for missing the most shots.
He did.
Nigga, how bad is the Washington Wizards for letting that nigga win?
And also added context, CJ McCollum had 42 points in this game too.
Ugh.
Yeah, man.
Look, CJ trying to get out of Washington, G. He got to pay for his crimes with the CBA. You got to pay for your crimes, G.
What, they only won like one game?
I think they won 2.
Washington?
I think Washington won 1 or 2. They wanted to get somebody that had no business winning against them. And people was like, whoa, I forgot who they beat.
I think the worst team in the East right now. No, the worst team in the East right now is Indiana.
Yeah.
I think Indiana only got one win, and that's the Warriors.
Indiana is in basketball hell.
No, the Wizards is 1-10.
What? They ain't get 2?
Nope. God dang. They been, hold on, I'm trying to see who do they win against? There was somebody that had no business winning against. That's who they want. Because they lost to the Mavericks and they've been getting their teeth pounded. Pause. Oh yeah, they beat the Mavericks. That's who. that was when we knew something wasn't right when they beat the Mavericks.
Called Nico. That's when they was like, they made a decision like, yeah, it's time to clip his wings.
That's when they said,
break the news.
No, that's when that was like 2-3 weeks ago. But no, that was when I think because they say NBA Centel is watch shadow account. and that account tweeted Nico's getting fired like 2 weeks ago. And they said, hey, Wash been announced this. But no, back to Cade though. That is a nasty triple double, but he restored the feeling. And look, man, win by any means necessary. But the foul merchant actions did help G. That's really what saved them because they had no business winning this game at all. But anything else about Cade's triple double before we move on?
Nah, he did what he had to do.
Definitely did. So shout out to Cade, man. But all right, last week we talked about the Bulls are legit, and we actually gave them praise.
The Celtics are 10.
What about the Celtics?
Cut you off. The Celtics. I was looking at the East standings right now. The Celtics are 10.
Yeah, them niggas don't have a center
at all.
God bless.
But Bulls, since we talked about them last week, I think lost 3 games in a row. They are actively on a 3-game losing streak. So shout out to us cursing that organization. But with that said, Bulls are no longer legit, but they're still fun to watch. Last night they had a competitive game to going to the wire against the Spurs, and De'Aaron Fox made his grand return and hold them niggas. Wemby pretty much game booch, which is hilarious. Y'all let Wemby go 6 for 8 for 3 or something like that. Insane.
Well, it's not a real person, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Ooh, that nigga Wemby called game on them niggas.
He's not a real person.
Let me get the Kobe ISO. No, I got this one. Oh yeah, he did booch dirty.
There was nobody stopping it.
Dirty.
Y'all let that man go 6 for 8 for 3.
We talking about the Bulls, but Spurs got De'Aaron Fox back. It is about to get.
They can go on a run.
But I do think the Bulls are still legit. I think they play with house money. And what I mean by that is they going to be 2 or 3 in the East? No. But 4 or 5 is a great possibility. A fantastic possibility. And as long as Chicago basketball is fun, nigga, we having fun.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Of course, we're not going to contend with Buzelis and Giddey right now. But if we continue to develop those two and get Anthony Davis and try to get other people around them, it's going to look really, really good. I know I lost my Bulls fan cards because I became a resident of San Antonio, but I still root for my home team, yo. Yeah, root for them. And I pray that they continue to just play with life, you know. Unfortunately, we still owned by that horrible owner, so it's gonna be cheap unless it's Vucevic getting paid, but it's gonna be cheap. And he loved paying Vooch. But I just think, you know, unless no team trying to clean house and get stuff off of us, I think we can compete. They playing like they don't care.
Playing for the love of the game, G.
I don't got nothing to lose.
Can't be mad at it. Like, they're playing for the love of the game, G. So, like, I'm all for it. Like, they still fun to watch. It's just how quickly the sky is falling on them. Just like,
before we continue, real quick, I want y'all to see, go on the Real app, and I want y'all to see who's getting built right now.
I'm on the app now. Just go back to the home page. There we go.
Look who's getting built right now. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah, gotta love it, man.
So happy.
Look, man. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. Oh, before, yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Damn.
Shea is the best player in the NBA right now, bro. I think with that championship, he snatched Jokic's chain, G.
Hey,
I think he did.
Because people got to factor in. The Nuggets are fully healthy. OKC is still missing Jalen Williams.
And Caruso in and out the lineup.
See?
Boy, this OKC team is here, bro.
Oh, Dort not playing. Gee, they're missing. Dort not playing right now. They missing the Wiggins that they got. Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. And the Warriors getting dubbed like this,
bro. Nigga, Chet dropping quality. What's it called? Quality cultural appropriation nuts on these niggas' heads, bro.
Hey man, I'm off. Oh yeah, before because I forgot to add it to the top of the thing. So the Sacramento Kings are allegedly having a fire sale. Everybody got to go. It's hilarious. That means DeMar, Zach LaVine, and Baby Sabonis is on the trading block. I'm gonna throw Russ in there, but once again,
probably
go ahead and add the Sacramento Kings to the Russ Grim Reaper thing, because yeah, everywhere he goes, things just get worse. And there's no way. Yeah, I thought this thing would be a little bit better. Hey, look, I don't know what they were thinking, but it's hilarious. But once again, y'all saying they ain't using Russ, they use Russ and they lose. Now everybody got to go. You gotta love it. So with that said, and while we going back to playing Trade Machine, any idea where any of those 3-4 guys go? I'm still all for Russ go to the Rockets to reunite with KD and make things right. But Zach LaVine, DeMar, Baby Sabonis, where is their potential next home to go? Tyler?
It's kind of tricky because what's Zach's contract look like right now?
He's the 15th highest paid player in the league. So as in he's making almost like $50 million.
See, Zach going to probably end up on another team that low-key don't need him.
I got you. I got it right now. You send Zach to Charlotte. You send DeMar DeRozan to Charlotte. You send DeMontis Sabonis to Charlotte. You send Russell Westbrook to Charlotte. It's all good.
You just sent them to the Eastern Conference version.
You just sent them to hell.
He going to the Eastern Conference version of the Kings is crazy. I'd be devastated.
Nothing is better.
Literally, and go back to hell. Everybody's like, "Oh, we leaving good weather for damn. We in the boonies, G. We in Carolina, G. That's insane. It's crazy, but it's weird. Sabonis. If I'm the Pacers, bring him back.
Yeah.
on the Pacers, bring him back.
Ooh, that's good.
Bring him back.
I like that.
You don't have a center. You can, and it still makes you guys fake competitive enough where you can be in the play-in, and the off chance that Halliburton could come back at the end of the season, because whatever they doing with these new Achilles surgeons, they on some different stuff. So
I'm not risking it though, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying, if Tatum is rumored that he could come back if they make the playoffs, I ain't gonna surprise if Halliburton try to pull the same stunt. But I would like to see, even like during the regular season, Pascal and Sabonis led front court would be fun to watch.
Yeah, I could see him being back in Indiana.
Zach, I wouldn't be mad at him in Detroit. Him in Detroit makes some sense. Because Detroit, it's just, look, I can't live with having Tobias Harris as my second scoring option. It's just,
they just need somebody else that can put that ball up.
I just can't live that way. But even though they are winning with that going on, but I don't think Zach totally defeats things. That's his thing.
I did want to see Zach before he got traded to Sacramento last year. I did want to see him in Denver, but now I don't necessarily think they need him.
They don't need him at all. Plus, he makes too much damn money. So all that's going to do is make things worse over there.
Because they got Cam Johnson back and they got Bruce Brown back, so they don't need him now. And then
they don't need him.
Aaron Gordon is probably an all-star this season. So,
and look, in DeMar, I would say let him go home. I would say let him go home to the 6, but he fucked that up by picking a side. So I wouldn't say in regards to that. But DeMar is really the trickiest, because I want to see DeMar win a ring, but no contender really needs him. He could fit with the Nuggets if he's willing to come off the bench.
Yeah, if he came off the bench with them, that's not a bad move.
DeMar in Denver would make sense if he's willing to come off the bench.
That's not a bad move at all.
I would like to see him in New York too. Once again, if he's willing to come off the bench. DeMar's thing is, are you willing to be a get a bucket sticks man? Which, once again, I think that's the same league that Michael Jordan tore his Achilles on. That man was a glorified bucket in that league. Coming off my bench. Honestly, every team that didn't have DeRozan starting, he was coming off their bench and he was an annoying bucket on. So, but I think DeMar coming off the bench on a contending team like the Knicks or Nuggets would be beautiful. And then, like I said, with Russ, that man can either go to make things right with KD in Houston. I'm gonna also add the I was about to say Wizards, Timberwolves. Go to the Timberwolves, be a point guard for them, and I think you can have fun over there with Anthony Edwards. By telling you, hey, bro, that triple double shit, wrap that shit up, man. Enjoy this get these double doubles. Let Rudy get them boards. Get the hell out of my face, G. But yeah. But we can try to send them out Charlotte. But that's really it. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys as always watching, listening, supporting the brand. Make sure you guys support. Make sure you guys share the content with people. Like I said, we're trying to get to 1,000. We almost at 9. We're gonna keep pushing. Share with your people, bro. Let them know. Subscribe, man. But yeah. But other than that, next week we give you guys the War Games predictions. I'm really not looking forward to this pay-per-view, but it is what it is. And hopefully less crazy things happen in basketball. But hey, this is a great NBA season. It's a great start to the NBA season. So I'm all for it. But we appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 3s from the ring, 3s from the ring. And salute and peace.
Peace.
Crap,